Now, one thing that I think a lot of Star Wars fans will agree on is the fact that when we examine and analyze the sequel trilogy, there's been a lot of hit and misses by Disney and Lucasfilm as to when they could really reach that true feeling of Star Wars, the overall tone of Star Wars. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, keep in mind that yes, we do have over 10 years worth of Star Wars projects in the works for Disney Plus alone. That is really going to really give the fans a library's worth of Star Wars material. Whether you're into Star Wars Legends or new and original content, Disney is going to deliver that on Disney Plus in the form of television, be it live action or animated material. Now, we already have a great lineup. We got The Mandalorian, we got the Ahsoka Tano TV series, we've got the Bad Batch TV show, a Rise of Skywalker sequel series that's currently being worked on for 2023, and of course, other Star Wars projects that are in the works. And really, this is just the tip of the iceberg. What they want to do is they really want to make Star Wars as big as the Marvel Cinematic Universe on Disney Plus alone, separate from the actual movies. So, when we look at what George, John, and Dave are doing, is that they really are forming this alliance to deliver authentic Star Wars stories to the Star Wars fans, to just really give the fandom some hope that Star Wars really is going to shape up for the best, and it's really going to be quite different and unique in comparison to what it was with the sequel trilogy and the spin-off films like Solo and Rogue One. So, with that being said, of course, what's really exciting all has to do with the new Star Wars movies and creator George Lucas. Now, with George Lucas, Jon Favreau, and Dave Filoni all working together as a team in order to create a better future for the Star Wars franchise, they are also focused on developing authentic Star Wars stories that will actually stay true to Star Wars Legends, and to also create original material for the fandom. Now, it's noted that one of the major decisions by Bob Chaypek was to include George Lucas as a co-writer for the new Star Wars trilogy of films that will deliver a brand new mythology to Star Wars fans. It's explained that George is going to include a popular villain from Star Wars Legends known as Abeloth into the new Star Wars trilogy, and that George has been in the talks with actress Jessica Chastain to portray the role for the new trilogy. Now, it's described that George wants Abeloth to be the second main villain of the new trilogy of films, just how Vader was to the Emperor in the Skywalker saga. Not just that, but George Lucas is set to explore the origin of the galaxy in the new Star Wars trilogy to show the fans how the galaxy was created through new legends that will be told in the new films to give it a mythical tone. So this is another good thing, is that George wants to actually expand the Force lore and showing the fans exactly how the galaxy all started from the very beginning. And that, I think, could very well be a big risk. There always needs to be some, mysterious aspects to Star Wars, so demystifying the creation of the galaxy, I don't know if that'll hurt Star Wars or if Star Wars will benefit from that, but we'll have to wait and see. The films are all set to go throughout the ages that will introduce new villains and heroes as well as brand new timelines never seen before. Not just that, but also George Lucas is working closely with Dave Filoni to introduce a new secret power within the worlds between worlds that will introduce a new type of power separate from the dark and the light sides of the Force. So here's the thing, alright? This is where I think that things might get a little controversial, is that George Lucas is set to introduce a brand new power that will be stronger than the dark and the light. What in the world does that mean? I'm not quite sure. To me, there's only two sides. You got the dark and the light. But I do respect George Lucas's vision here by really kind of exploring this new type of power that's going to be more in line with realms, if you will, like the worlds between worlds or the netherworld of the Force. Within there lies a specific type of power within the Force that is stronger than the dark and the light. How that will be utilized in these new movies really all depends on exactly how it's going to be structured and really how it's all going to be executed on film. Now, the other thing is this, and this is very important, is that George Lucas wants to really stay accurate as possible to a lot of Star Wars Legends material that's going to be used for this brand new Star Wars timeline. Of course, Abeloth is going to be put in a different era, and that's fine with me. After all, in Legends, Luke interacted with Abeloth, and that was one of the biggest moments in Star Wars history. So taking her away from that timeline, I mean, what else could you really do, right? Luke is dead, and it wouldn't make much sense to throw Abeloth in a new Star Wars timeline that takes place before the prequels to have Luke involved. You just can't do it. So he was almost forced to place her in this new timeline. If things had gone differently with the sequel trilogy, George definitely would have done things better. So with that being said, let me know what you think about this entire scenario of George's approach to the new Star Wars trilogy. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.